When you have sleep apnea, you stop breathing. When you stop breathing for over a long period of time, this continues on. It develops the scar tissue on your heart as well as your brain because you're not getting oxygen to both your vital organs.
Sleep apnea obviously is one of the diseases, I guess, or conditions that impacts football players, mainly because we have the big necks and everything. And I'm a little guy, but my neck size is right on the cutting line of 17 inches, which is, I think, the size that the doctors are talking to us about, saying that if it's 17 or greater, good chance you have it, so you should get tested.
The misconceptions of sleep apnea is that it's only a big guy problem. No, it's not a big guy problem. We have slender guys that have sleep apnea, and they develop this obstruction of their breathing while they're asleep, and it makes them have sleep apnea.
Until you're out of the game like I've been for a few years, you don't really notice the importance of getting a good night's sleep. And of course, some macho factor that's built into most people. You think of things of sleep apnea only pertains to big people, and it's not. It's something that affects many Americans and many people worldwide for that matter as well.
For more than 8.5 years that I know of, I had sleep apnea. And I would go religiously to the doctor twice a year for him to send me to a sleep study lab. They could not get a reading on my sleep lab study. After meeting Gergen's lab, they gave me a sleep home study that I took home in the comforts of my own home. The home sleep study allowed me to be tested. I slept through the night. It told how many times I went up. I slept on my left side, my right side. But I stopped breathing for 1 minute and 22 seconds, and that was just one episode that I had of many that night. So I was able to get diagnosed, treated, and now using the mouthpiece device, it's called the Hertz device. It allows me to sleep through the night, and I wake up refreshed, revived. I'm not this ugly, mean person that is edgy, grouchy, because I'm sleep deprived. Now I get some good sleep, and what a wonderful thing.
When I wanted to take my own life in my own hand is when I went and got tested through a sleep study, realized that I was diagnosed with sleep apnea, and started taking the steps necessary to help correct it. It's these days I found the new oral appliance that's being produced by dentists and dental hygienists around the country that has really been helpful for me rather than CPAP. So there are other options out there for people who suffer from sleep apnea other than the traditional CPAP that people just aren't aware of. You need events like this. Good doctors, Dr. Woodlief and other people, and especially Pro Player Alliance, who's utilizing the exposure of past pro athletes, some notable Hall of Famers, and other guys to bring awareness to it.
As a guy who's had to overcome prostate cancer, which changed my life and started me to realize that if I'm going to live to be 125, which is my goal, I'm going to have to stay on top of my health and get educated. I don't have sleep apnea, so that's the good news, but I do know how important it is that people become aware of it. So if I can change anybody's life or educate anybody about this disease, if it saves their life, then it was all worth it.
I'm a big believer in the old saying, you don't know what you don't know. And if the people don't know that there are other options out there, how can they possibly seek them out? And so if I'm able to get that gleam in someone's eye tonight, looking out in the audience after speaking and after seeing the presentation, that they get it, they want to take the next step to get themselves diagnosed and get the necessary treatment to better their lives, the mission accomplished. On to the next city.